Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at a sold-out Barclays Centre. We are 24 hours removed from the Royal Rumble. Of course, my name is Dave Easton, I'm alongside Tim Price, and this is Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, of course, we are following on from, well, what was quite a Royal Rumble, to say the least.
Oh, here we go.
And yes, here we go. Finally, get some clarification about what is going on. We've been held in the dark for so long. I've desperately tried for my investigations to turn up something.
Now, are we going to find out who's been sleeping with Emma?
It has to end.
So here we are again, and this time I have to say I am sorry to Kurt and
And to Chad. Did his point just get cut?
Oh, no, never mind. I did not mean to any harm to them in naming them, but I had to come up with someone, but I did not want to tell anyone who really done it. What? I do not want to tell anyone who really done it, but I have been told...
It might just be given the ultimatum that he has to.
That if I do not tell the world here tonight, that I would be fired. And I love this place so much, to lose my job. I wish I had kept my mouth shut. I missed out.
Yeah, sometimes you make decisions that you come to regret. I think that's what Mundo's done.
On the Royal Rumble, and a chance of headlining WrestleMania. So here we go then. I would like the person to come down here and show his face to the world. He is...
Who is it? Finally we get the answers we've been looking at. What the...
Oh my god!
What the...
Zadlan! Oh my god, Zadlan, what the hell? I am here to tell you your days are over in NSW. I have a message from a higher power. Zadlan, what the hell?
What is this about? Zadlan attacking Mundo, but higher power? What the hell is Zadlan on about?
He warned you not to open your mouth. Now at WrestleMania, you not met your mouth. Oh my goodness. He will see you there.
Oh my god. What? I am speechless.
And still we don't know who slept with Emma.
No, we don't, but who is this high power? What's Zadlan going on about?
I do apologies about the interruption during that promo, of course, in German, but it seems like, Mundo is going to meet someone at WrestleMania.
Okay. Who is this someone as well? We're up for some action here as here comes Liam Wolf, ready for singles competition, but what did we just see?
We haven't seen Zadlan in months.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in so long, and now he comes out to attack the Mundo, and then say that, well, the Mundo has a match of WrestleMania against this higher power, but is this higher power who's been sleeping with Emma?
Well, you're the investigator, for goodness sake.
Well, I didn't know anything about a higher power, now I've got to make more notes now. Do you know how many folders I have back in my office?
No, how many?
25.
Ah, very nice. Well, Liam Wolf in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. And he will be facing this man, ladies and gentlemen. He is your new NSW European Champion, Jess Oakland the Third.
Yeah, here's your European Champion, Jess Oakland the Third. And well, he went for an absolutely grueling ladder match last night at the Royal Rumble to become your European Champion. You've got to wonder what kind of condition this man is in.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, more news of course coming out of tonight. We're going to start our countdown to WrestleMania tonight. 2 semi-final matches in the European tournament could face this man at WrestleMania. Chad Gable versus Crazy J, and Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe coming up. And of course, we've got our first of 2 triple threat matches in 2 weeks for the women. Charlotte versus Nikki Bella versus Sasha Banks here tonight. And of course that huge 6-man Hell in a Cell to determine who faces Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Braun Strowman, Morgan Wolf, AJZ, Oliver Bisping, T-Dragon, Matt Rhodes, one of them 6 men, will face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Yeah, what a WrestleMania we are heading towards. It's shaping up to be absolutely huge, as you expect of WrestleMania.
And could Liam Wolf really end the celebration party as it's just begun here for Jess Oakland III? Of course, an unbelievable ladder match last night, Tim, and you could be saying that, well, you could say that Finn Balor decided to defy the laws of gravity.
Yeah, he certainly did, and then nearly killed himself doing such a thing. But that ladder match, it was unbelievable, and it was absolutely grueling. The things we saw was absolutely ridiculous what those men put their bodies through.
If you haven't seen the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, it is up on the NSW network. After Raw tonight, why not go and pay it a visit? And of course, like, share, subscribe, because we need the views.
It's an incredible Royal Rumble. Some of, well, the best action you could ask for.
Now, oh no, nice scoop of the by Liam Wolf.
And when it comes to WrestleMania, make sure you're, well, if you're planning on going, get your tickets quickly because they are selling fast.
Oh, Jess. And this newfound swagger in Jess, of course, we've seen it over the last few weeks, and of course that culminated in him winning the European title last night. Tim, you've got to be thinking, out of the 4 men that are going to be in this tournament to face Jess Oakland at WrestleMania, Chad Gable, Crazy J, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, out of them 4 men, you've got to be thinking that all of them are capable of putting on, giving really Jess Oakland a hard time.
Yeah, I think definitely all of them are, in that capability of giving Jess Oakland a very tough matchup in his defense of that European Championship. And all of them are class talents.
Jess Oakland showing his athleticism here. Liam Wolf, and again Liam Wolf sweeps the legs. Thank you for voting, of course, if you have done so in the Twitch chat, of course. 55.3 for Jess Oakland, 44.7 for Liam Wolf.
Yeah, very mixed, voting there. Of course, Liam Wolf does have a huge advantage over Jess Oakland. That is, he is a full, 100%. With Jess Oakland, he's definitely got to be feeling the effects of last night's ladder match.
He's got to be seeing that. Oh, well, don't know what Liam Wolf was trying to play at there.
No, I don't know what he was thinking there either. Did he go temporarily blind or something? Did he stare at that eclipse?
Oh, not that eclipse. Jess Oakland.
Protective glasses.
TKO!
Wow, what a TKO there by Jess Oakland the third. Well, he's definitely not showing the effects of last night.
Oh, look out. Dirty Jess!
Oh, and spiking Liam's head into him with the Dirty Jess into the cover. Actually, I feel like we should call it Dirty Oakland.
Oh! 2 count only. My goodness.
Yeah, just a 2 count there. Liam Wolf's still alive in this. But you got to be thinking he must be running on fumes now, but then Jess Oakland could be in the same sort of condition.
Yeah. A question from our Twitch that's in: if Liam Wolf wins here tonight, does that put him in line for a title shot? Simple answer, no.
Why wouldn't it? I mean, if he gets a win over the European champion, you think that would?
Well, unfortunately, there's already a tournament going.
That is true. But maybe Liam Wolf, if he spoke to Kurt Angle after, well, if he gets a win, could speak to him after, and maybe there could be some little changes.
No, not after being suplexed halfway across the ring.
No, that does a lot of damage, and Liam Wolf is in a lot of trouble. There's
could be looking for it again. Second TKO connects.
Oh my god, what a TKO. Just the velocity on that. But Jess Oakland is certainly feeling it. He's definitely not showing the effects of last night's grueling ladder match.
I tell you, this is the new swag they've got in Jess Oakland. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh! Planting him into the mat. Both legs are over the shoulders, and that is 3.
Yeah, that is 3 for Jess Oakland, and well, what a great victory. Despite definitely not being 100%, he shows what he is, your European champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest, your European champion, Jess Oakland III.
Well, I can't wait to see who wins that tournament and who will be going on to face this man for the European Championship.
Well, Jess Oakland picking up the win here tonight. Oh, what a lovely shot.
Oh, only the best of shots. We really needed to see that.
Well, that's T-Dragon, of course, and what a night he had at the Rumble last night. A real coming out party for T-Dragon, and looks like Brandon Lee's getting him some encouragement here tonight.
Yeah, it seems like it, of course. Yeah, T-Dragon had a good show at the Royal Rumble. No 3 big eliminations. Of course, he was eliminated in the end, but definitely had a positive showing.
A lot of people came out looking a lot better last night at the Rumble. But we've got to get, ladies and gentlemen, to our first semi-final matchup in the European tournament. Introducing first, he is ready, willing, and Gable. Chad Gable.
Yeah, Chad Gable, who's got, well, another opportunity to try and go for the European Championship if he can win this tournament. You know, he was one of the competitors in last night's ladder match. So just like Jess Oakland III, you've got to wonder what kind of condition is Chad Gable in going into this matchup.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we want to hear from you guys as well in the Twitch chat. Tell us who you think had the best Royal Rumble showing last night, and who you think could have done a little bit better. Ryan Fox looking at you.
Yeah, he got eliminated very quickly, but you know, I know he's not a real competitor, but a man who I think you did very well was a SmackDown man named Jay Money.
Of course, sort of just didn't seem to leave Dan Masters alone last night.
No, I mean, those two, you know, survived the Royal Rumble for a good amount of time.
Ladies and gentlemen, another man that had a really decent showing last night from the DK, he is Crazy Jay.
Yeah, here is Crazy Jay, and well, if you're wondering, yes, per tournament rules, you are not allowed to have any managers at all, so Crazy Jay has to do this on his own.
Yes, I spoke to Kurt Angle earlier today and I said, look, it is sort of a mini tournament, it's not officially a tournament, and he said, yes, well, let's just find out who the better wrestler is, who's not got the better people to help him at ringside.
Exactly, you know, this is just a pure one-on-one matchup. This is what we love to see here, and I don't know about you, Dave, but I'm not feeling sneezy tonight.
No, not at all. I think this is they've cleaned the air here in the Barclays Centre.
Oh, finally.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is the third night of 5 we're here in the Barclays Centre. Of course, we've got SmackDown live tomorrow night and main event coming here. 5 whole great nights of action.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding. Yeah, we are certainly using this place to its full advantage.
Well, they give us a discount, 5 nights for the price of 4.
Oh, how great of them. Do you know a great deal on the nswshopzone.com?
Oh, what's that?
Buy 1 t-shirt for the price of 2.
Wow. I can't wait. I'm going to go on right now.
Yeah.
Of course, I was talking about the shop, of course, today, Tim. I was speaking to Morgan Wolf backstage.
Okay.
And I said to him, I says, you know, Morgan, you've not had the best of seasons. And he says, that's true. And I said, well, if you want to, you might not be able to win a title, but you could buy one at the shop. And he just looked at us and walked off.
Well, maybe he went to, you know, go buy one.
Well, yeah, of course. I did give him a code as well.
Yeah.
Buy 2 titles for the price of 3.
Well, speaking of this match, right now, Crazy Jay is in control. Of course, he is going to be, you know, he is going to be in a better condition than Chad Gable is. Of course, Crazy Jay was in the Royal Rumble. He was in there for a decent amount of time, but it's not really in the same vein as a grueling and brutal ladder match.
Well, I've got to say one thing, that NSW Royal Rumble last night, Tim, one of the pay-per-views I think in NSW history, without even shadow. I think it is up there, definitely among the best for pure excitement.
It has to be up there. I mean, just everything about it, just the Royal Rumble match itself, but everything else that, built up to that with great matches like the ladder match. It's Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar as well, that matchup.
Yeah, I've got to say, everything from top to bottom last night on that card, unbelievable. So many shocks. And, well, look at this. Crazy J, what are you doing?
He's trying to play those mind games, of course. It's something he loves to do as vicious gutbuster there.
Could you imagine Jess Oakland versus Crazy J at WrestleMania? My goodness.
Well, Crazy J is a former European champion.
First one. Oh, what a beautiful elbow. From the man from the crazy side.
Yeah, well, man, the leader of the Decayers. Oh!
Psycho Driver?
Yes, that vicious Psycho Driver. That could be the call into the end if he can then hit that Psycho Ward.
My goodness, Crazy J looks determined here tonight. And oh, Chad, I wouldn't get up.
Well, he's coming too, but he's not going to like what he gets met with.
Oh, good night!
With that vicious Psycho Ward as well. Into the cover.
And 3, and it means Crazy J will meet the winner of Finn Balor and Samoa Joe next week on Raw.
Yeah, he certainly will. I mean, you can't say this matchup. Crazy J did have the advantage of, being in much better condition compared to Chad Gable, but you can't forget he has picked up some great wins as of recently. Could we be looking at the #1 contender for that European Championship?
Well, if he wins next week, that could be the fate. Looking at Jess Oakland III. And, well, talking about Jess Oakland III, this happened during the commercial, ladies and gentlemen, during the last match. Finn Balor coming up, looked like he was congratulating him at first. Of course, these two had him, but watch this, look at this. Touches the belt, and, well, that is arrogance.
Yeah, Jess Oakland did seem to take very kindly to Finn touching his championship.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going back for triple threat action in the women's division. Making her way to the ring first from the Queen City, Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte, who is a woman, very talented, a great submission expert in that ring, but some people said had a very mixed, season 5 thus far. But pick up a win tonight, that could completely turn things around.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the 3 women here tonight will be battling for a place in 2 weeks' time to face the winner of the triple threat next week. Make sure you join us on Raw to find out who will be facing the winner of this match in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, can't wait to see who that will be. Which of these 3 winner-bats in this matchup will get the all-important win and get one step closer.
Ladies and gentlemen, making her way to the ring, she is Nikki Bella.
Yeah, here is Nikki Bella, a woman with, many years of experience in that ring. Could be on to get it a victory and headed one step closer to, some greatness yet again.
And a woman that loves superheroes.
Yeah, she really does.
And of course, Brie Bella, of course, over on SmackDown Live, has been pretty well. But can Nikki get to be the #1 contender here tonight? Well, sorry, in the #1 contendership match in 2 weeks' time.
What a matchup this is going to be, Raw always looks to put on these very best shows, and they sure know how to put on, great matches to build up to great shows.
course, we'll have to give a special shout out, of course, to Sean Bethrick after what a performance he put in last night. But hey, let's talk about this girl. She is the boss, Sasha Banks.
Yeah, here is the boss, Sasha Banks. You know, another greatly talented woman here. You know, in NSW as a part of Roaring. Just a woman with, I think, many years ahead of her.
And of course, she's got a famous uncle in the music business, Snoopel Poodle, of course.
Yes.
Great musician. It just looks like she's got talent in her blood.
Oh, you definitely could say that. But Sasha Banks definitely has a hell of a lot of talent. All the women in this match have a hell of a lot of talent.
Sasha Banks ready to go. Who is going to be in that #1 contendership match? Guys, if you want to vote, you've got to do it now. Let's get it on. Snoopy Poodle. I can't wait. I think we should go try and get him for WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard rumours that he's interested.
It's better than that usual person we always have. Of course, what's it called?
Oh God, who is it?
Oh, that's him, of course. It's Roadblock, Miami.
Oh, that person, yeah.
There's Charlotte now trying to take over. Of course, triple threat rules, of course. First pinfall or submission will win the match. Oh, what an elbow drop by Sasha Banks.
Yeah, I think Sasha Banks was playing a bit smart there, you know. Let Charlotte get that submission in for a little bit and then decided to break it up. Because, you know, you want your opponent to get worn down. You don't want to be breaking up submissions too quickly. Unless it's, you know, into the final moments of the matchup. And,
of course, still your Raw Women's Champion, Bayley, defended against Alexa Bliss in dominating fashion, you'd have to say, last night, Tim.
Yeah, I will give credit where credit's due. It was dominating fashion. In fact, some people are saying, you know, Bayley's whole thing about her is just, well, a bit fake in order to fool her competitors into thinking she's dumb and naive.
Well, yeah, and many people have questioned her, but she still gets the job done, of course.
But what I'm meaning is, you know how she seems to play this whole fan girl thing. But you know, I mean, she plays this whole, you know, wrestling fangirl thing like she's some kid. People are saying it's, you know, just a fake thing.
Yes.
What? What's so funny?
Nothing.
Okay, I messed up, but you messed up plenty of times, Dave.
Oh dear. That's why I love commentating with you, Tim. Do you know that?
Well, because I make up for most of your mistakes.
Well, but yours are the more memorable ones.
That's true.
As Charlotte here.
Uh-oh.
Charlotte, of course, who holds a victory over Sasha Banks on main event recently. Could she be on the way to becoming #1? Well, in the #1 contendership match. Spear!
Oh, that vicious.
Good night.
Spear.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, Nikki Bella. Oh, Nikki Bella's now getting up, but now she's back into ring. Charlotte noticed, but oh my God, that vicious forearm shot.
Charlotte nearly kicked Rooney Wayne.
Oh,
rack attack!
Hits it perfectly. But now Nikki Bella, I think, has to dispose of Charlotte here into the cover.
Charlotte, no, quick to break this one up.
Yeah, Nikki Bella, I don't think she noticed that Charlotte got back up.
Oh!
Wow, what a neck breaker.
And that has got rid of Charlotte. And Sasha Banks could be in a lot of trouble. Ding!
Yeah, she could be as off right into the midsection there.
And could that be enough? Oh my God, it is!
I think that rack attack is what put Sasha Banks down for the count. It was just a matter of time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest, Nikki Bella.
Well, Nikki Bella is headed to the #1 contendership matchup Who will she be facing?
Well, we'll find out next week in the second triple threat match. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, reminder that if you missed the Royal Rumble last night, your chance to view it now. It is on the NSW network, of course, on YouTube at Non-Stop Wrestling UK. Make sure you go there, give it a like, share, subscribe, and watch it again if you have already seen it, of course.
Oh, what an event it was.
Yes, and there's what about this? WrestleMania is on the horizon, the 8th of October, of course. It is the ultimate thrill ride of WrestleMania. Make sure you get that green light, red light. Everybody wants a shot.
Of what?
WrestleMania.
But yeah, make sure you do not miss WrestleMania. Mark it down, because it's going to be a huge event, as always.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the second semi-final in the European tournament. Introducing first, he is the Destroyer, Samoa Joe.
Yes, Samoa Joe rightfully named the Destroyer because the things he can do in that ring, the pain he can put his opponents through, is definitely destructive. Well, Finn Balor could be in for a world of hurt tonight, considering well his condition.
Samoa Joe has, said that today it's easy pickings for him tonight, and he will be confident to meet Crazy J next week.
Well, we'll see. Can Samoa Joe get it done? I mean, you know, he has got an easier task in the fact of, well, Finn Balor's condition. He definitely won't be at 100%.
But will Samoa Joe make Finn Balor pay here tonight? You may have got a feeling that he might want to.
I definitely think he'll have that in his mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, the man that came so close to the European title, he is Finn Balor!
The always charismatic Finn Balor, who, yes, came so very close to becoming the European champion. But, you know, earlier, well, today before, well, we went on, you know, I'd heard rumours from the doctors that they nearly actually didn't clear Finn Balor for action here tonight after what happened at the Royal Rumble.
But do you know what happened? But I don't know how he got cleared.
How was that?
He showed his abs. There you go. That's all he had to do.
Because of course it was at the Royal Rumble where he somehow broke the laws of gravity, but he took a nasty fall.
Of course, that was the demon Finn Balor, of course.
But they're the same person.
No, no. The demon is his inner demon, surprisingly.
Yes.
Finn Balor, as I said, we see each and every week, ladies and gentlemen, this guy has charisma coming out of his abs, and look at those abs.
You're obsessed with his abs.
So is he. Look at that. There you go. That's a lovely shot of them.
Yeah, he sure does love to show his abs. Does he try to rub his abs into Samoa Joe's face?
But do you know that Finn Balor and Tony Nese actually work out together?
That doesn't surprise me. Look at the physique of those two. It doesn't come as a shock to me.
Ready for the big ending? Oh no, it's Big E.
That's NXT.
Tim, put your hands down, will you?
What? Oh, so you're allowed to dance at the table like a complete stupid idiot, but I can't put up my arms a little.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Oh, and you don't embarrass yourself on 205 Live.
I do not dance.
You do embarrass yourself.
I do not
Get
dance
up on that table.
I do not dance on Raw, and that's the show we are on.
I didn't say you danced on Raw. I said you danced on 205 Live and can make a complete jackass of yourself.
Well, here's Finn Balor after a grueling match last night, going to take out Samoa Joe. Here we go.
I saw a picture someone made.
Right.
It was a picture of you dancing on the table on 205 Live, and the caption said, "I'm Dave Easton and welcome to Jackass."
No. Once again, Tim, you know, nobody believed your lies after Rey Mysterio told the world about you breaking a nail. Now,
No,
come on.
he broke my arm in 10 places.
Come on, Tim. Let's cut it, yeah, shall we? Let's make this about the two fantastic wrestlers inside the ring.
Yes, let's do that. As Finn Balor in control right now. Well, he is certainly not showing the effects of last night and that ladder match he went through.
No?
But the only person to really show the effects has been Chad Gable.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, Finn Balor was in such dominating mood last night that he actually did a Russian leg sweep like everybody else. No, but he actually got an extra ab just from being in that match. Wow. Very impressive.
That is extremely impressive. It's like they just grow out of nowhere.
And swing blade.
Aggressive swing blade there by Finn Balor, and he's in dominant control right now over the Destroyer Samoa Joe.
Did I just have a ring bell?
Yeah, I've been noticed that during Finn Balor matches. It's like the fans start chanting Finn, 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 and then suddenly there's like a bell in the background. I don't know. Well.
Oh, a swing and a miss. Samoa Joe looking to take advantage here. Oh, double hooks. Oh, right on the back of Finn Balor's head.
Yeah, considering the fall he took last night, you've got to wonder what kind of condition on the neck and back is in.
I think it's now just Samoa Joe. Can he hit a big boy? Can he hit?
Oh. Do it!
Come on, Samoa Joe. Don't let us down. That's it,
well,
drag into the centre.
Samoa Joe cares, though.
Come on, come on, come on.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Sparkly Witch.
Vicious Sparkly Witch there. Well, Finn Balor had the early goings in this matchup, the early dominance, but I think maybe it's all gone. I think he's maybe out-stamina himself.
Come on, come on. Of course, if you want to get your official Big Boy emoticon along with your official 22 emoticon, you need to subscribe to NSS_1. Do it now.
Yeah, do it, and you could get your 22 emote to be the great one.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, you could get to spin the wheel. Great prizes on offer here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, big Uranagi slam there.
Now do it. Now do it.
Gotta be patient.
Oh, big Samoan head drop. Headbutt even.
Yeah, headbutt and not do it.
I think we're wishing for it too much, Tim.
He's in perfect position.
Not now, he's not.
But Samoa Joe. Oh no. Could he be thinking of that vicious combination he loves?
He is, you know. Back elbow. Oh no! No! Finn Balor got out of it.
Yeah, Finn Balor scouted that perfectly.
But got caught a second time. And this could be the beginning of the end.
Yeah, it very well could. Into the turnbuckle and Jesus!
Big German suplex.
Yeah, vicious German suplex there. And again, Samoa Joe back in control.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match will take on Crazy J next week. And the winner of that match will be the #1 contender to Jess Oakland's European Championship. And now Samoa Joe. No! Please don't.
Why is he not doing it?
Oh, he wants to stomp his feet.
Imagine if he did one off the second rope.
Oh my
God. Top rope.
Oh, look out. Samoan drop.
Oh, big Samoan drop there by Samoa Joe.
That could do it. That could be the end of Finn Balor right there.
Oh, but a knee into the face there. Again, Samoa Joe's just looking to destroy Finn Balor here today. Oh no, the Chimera suplex is having been set up for.
Oh, it is. There's the second. How about a third? Oh, connects. That's got to be it. It's going to be Samoa Joe. No, it's not. It's only a 2.
Finn Balor still got fight in it, but I think he's running just pure adrenaline there. But that was just instinct.
Finn Balor could be out. He could be all done. No, nice move out of the way.
Yeah, he scouted that. Oh, not for long. Oh.
Big boy! What a huge, big boy!
Oh, and look at those vicious kicks there.
Oh, I'm so happy, Tim.
Ah, there we go.
I mean,
you can end it now, Samoa Joe. Oh, but Finn Balor again fighting back. But how long can he keep this on for?
dropping the elbow, trying to take the leg and the mobility of Samoa Joe here.
Well, that is a wise move to do. Take out the strength that Samoa Joe has.
Oh, too sweet.
Yes, he's right up to two sweets.
But is this going to be enough? He needs to put away Samoa Joe here. He's got the advantage on his side. Oh, big German suplex.
The strength of Finn Balor there, that was impressive.
Wait a minute.
Oh, there we go.
I thought he was doing a bit of disco dancing. Finn Balor.
Uh-oh.
Coup de grace!
Oh, it's the coup de grace. Into the cover hook of the leg.
It's Finn Balor who advances to meet Crazy Jane next week on Raw.
Well, Finn Balor fought for it all. He fought through the pain of last night's ladder match and the pain Samoa Joe was dealing to him in order to win. And well, he will meet Crazy Jane to determine who will be number one contender for the European title.
Big win for Finn Balor. He is in that number one contendership match next week on Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happened last night. Jason Jordan trying to have a word with Ryan Fox. Ryan Fox not happy at all. So you know what? We're going to have a match between the two of them next.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you can't blame Ryan Fox for being angry, but is that the wisest move to kind of take Jason Jordan?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring first, he is Jason Jordan.
And there is Jason Jordan, of course. Well, attacked last night by an angry Ryan Fox. Well, Jason Jordan will look to get revenge in this match here tonight. It's just a question if he can get the revenge he wants.
Well, Jason Jordan, of course, has seen Chad Gable go out on his own in singles competitor as a single competitor. Can Jason Jordan produce an upset by defeating Ryan Fox here tonight?
Yeah, could he do that? I mean, as a singles competitor, it's not being going too greatly for Jason Jordan, but if he could beat a man like Ryan Fox, that could catapult him.
Well, is Jason Jordan ready for action here tonight? And here comes his opponent, ladies and gentlemen. He is Ryan Fox.
Yeah, there is Ryan Fox, who, well, a man who is not happy in the least. Of course, he went into that Rumble and was eliminated in what, about 10 seconds?
Yes.
And he has not been happy since, well, we saw what happened afterwards. Of course, attacking Jason Jordan.
Well,
you know what? Well, I've got a quick word with Ryan Fox, and well, he says that he was robbed of his moment. You know, he got in there and he wasn't ready.
well, you've got to be ready when you're in that Royal Rumble. You only get one chance. And you have to think that, well, Ryan Fox is never in the best of moods. Could just be going to make quick work of Jason Jordan here tonight.
That's what Ryan Fox will look to do, but you know, we can never count out Jason Jordan. Of course, Jason Jordan, very talented in that ring, so he could really give Ryan Fox a tough matchup here tonight.
Well, let's find out what happens here. Let's get ready for our next singles match. And we're underway, ladies and gentlemen. As oh my goodness, the power of Jason Jordan.
Very impressive power there from Jason Jordan.
Jason Jordan, of course, as we've seen just before the match, was thrown into that. Almost like a doorway, wasn't it? Almost.
Yeah, basically, yeah, looked like a doorway there. And yeah, you got to wonder if he's actually feeling any effects from that. Well, still here in this match.
Sends Ryan Fox in. Drop kick, beautifully executed by Jason Jordan. Now look at this. This is the power of the former All-American. Oh, deadlift, and that is huge.
That was very impressive power bomb there from Jason Jordan. Ryan Fox in a world of trouble.
Twitch chat did not give anything to Jason Jordan here. It's 66.7 for Ryan Fox, 33.3 for Jason Jordan. But Jordan, mightily impressive here. And oh my goodness, look at this.
Oh, is he going for it again? Oh, look at the strength into the power bomb.
Got to give Jason Jordan all the credit here. He's taken this fight to a former world champion. And not only just a former world champion, a 3-time world champion.
Hey, son, yes, oh my God.
And oh, nice overhead throw by Jason Jordan here.
Absolutely brilliant. And then look at these close fist punches.
Crowd are starting to come alive here because they may be thinking that Jason Jordan can do this, you know.
Oh, but look at that.
Rainmaker.
A big rainmaker there, and this is where Ryan Fox can truly capitalize and well end the match quickly.
And shot right to the top of the head. And this is when you do not want to give Ryan Fox any momentum, because once you do, it might just be the beginning of the end. Look out now. Oh, nice backdrop. Back suplex, sorry, I do apologise.
Yeah, now it's back into, well, Ryan Fox's advantage is a big stomp there. And oh, that's just a vicious kick.
Look at this, Jason Jordan getting back up, but nope, cut off. Big scoops. Oh, the deal!
Oh, the Michinoku deal there from Ryan Fox.
But no pin.
Well, you don't pin after a Michinoku deal.
No, but look at this, look at the power, look at the power. Taking Jason Jordan over.
Very impressive there.
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, still to come the 6-man Hell in a Cell to determine who's going to be the #1 contender to Brock Lesnar's Raw World Championship. And this could be the end!
Oh my
for
God.
Jason Jordan. Ryan Fox not messing about now. Stern and first into the turnbuckle. Fox lining him up. Oh, he buries the shoulder deep. And oh, whatever you can do, Jason Jordan, I can do better. And this could be the end.
It could be.
No! Oh my goodness, that was close.
That was very close. I thought that was it for sure, but though Jason Jordan just kicking out.
My goodness. Jason Jordan getting to his feet here, and Ryan Fox has not seen this. Well, he will now.
Could be a mistake.
Jordan, we're there. Oh, slam Jordan.
Olympic slam.
Just shades of his daddy.
Oh, and he's got the win.
Oh, wow.
It's done it.
Jason Jordan has picked up the win here tonight.
No, that's Ryan Fox's fault. You know, he took his eyes off the prize for just a second and decided to taunt. And Jason Jordan caught him.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest, Jason Jordan.
And that's what you don't do. You do not take your eyes off the prize or you get caught like that.
Well, give Jason Jordan credit. He is the winner of the match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what about this? Remember, Raw and NXT still looking for a draft pick. And look who they've picked. DM West has been picked for Raw. Evan Silver for NXT. We'll find out tomorrow night who SmackDown have picked as they go hunting for a chance to get, well, could SmackDown stop them again?
Yeah, could they too? Of course, SmackDown has the only 2 draft picks thus far.
Of course, Raw and NXT looking for a win on Wednesday night. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go for your main event. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first from the Disney Alliance, AJZ.
And here is AJZ. Well, can he become the #1 contender to the Raw World Championship? Of course, he had a great showing at the Royal Rumble. He was, the last 2 men in that ring.
Can AJZ, who was so close to WrestleMania's main event, can he at least be in Raw's main event? Can he become the #1 contender to Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, well, we are about to find out. This is AJZ's big chance to, try and do that. He had a chance last time, came up short. Can he make good on it tonight in a, well, grueling Hell in a Cell?
And ladies and gentlemen, this is your last chance to get your bets in for tonight. So make sure you are telling us who you think is going to win. The second man in this contest, ladies and gentlemen, Morgan Wolf.
Yeah, there is Morgan Wolf also. Well, he's a man who's had a bit of a difficult season 5. You could definitely say he's had his issues well with Mini Morgan, but this is his opportunity to turn everything around and get to, well, WrestleMania to face Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, you've got to be saying that Morgan Wolf definitely would be looking after not a very successful night last night, of course, at the Royal Rumble. Of course, he was Oliver Bisping's surprise partner in the failed attempt to win the Raw Tag Team titles. Of course, going through to the Royal Rumble match itself, high hopes for Morgan, but not on this occasion. He fails to win the Royal Rumble matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it was 2 disappointing moments for Morgan Wolf. Yeah, couldn't get the tag team titles from the Decay Bisping, and then when it came to be the Royal Rumble, no, he had a good showing, but just wasn't good enough.
And many people have actually said that Morgan Wolf has been outshined by Liam Wolf this season, and that Morgan just really hasn't hit the heights that many people expect him to do.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. The fact is, in previous seasons, Morgan Wolf has been one of those, top people.
But maybe this is his night though. But, well, ladies and gentlemen, introducing he is a part of the Freeway brand. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Oliver Bisping.
Yeah, we'll see if Oliver Bisping can bounce back from his own disappointment last night and potentially get a shot, well, at Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Of course, the Freeway brand looking to actively recruit people. Of course, I've heard Maz say that he's looking at all brands to get his the Freeway brand worldwide.
I wonder who he'll try to recruit on other brands.
So we've got 3 men. We need another 3 more. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from the Elite, he is Matt Rhodes.
Yeah, Matt Rhodes, another man who was not in those final few people in the Royal Rumble, but yet again was another one who, unfortunately for him, came up short. But this is his second chance to, well, get to WrestleMania.
I had a word with Matt Rhodes earlier today, Tim. I said, how does it feel to be that close to WrestleMania? He said, Dave, it's going to be groovy tonight.
Well then, Matt Rhodes is always, well, feeling confident in himself that, yes, he could have get to the main event of WrestleMania last night, but he feels confident that he can get to WrestleMania for at least Raw's main event.
That was the groovy one as always, ready to go. Been in NSW since season 1, of course. And well, from someone who is well, what can you say? From someone who's been in a while to someone who's just utter destructive. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the monster among men. He is Braun Strowman.
Yeah, the monster among men, Braun Strowman. Of course, it was last night at the Royal Rumble that he faced Brock Lesnar for the Raw World Championship. He couldn't get it done there, but in my opinion, I think he's a man who's looked the closest to dethroning Brock.
I think you've got to be saying one thing, that Braun Strowman is improving each and every week, and that is scary for a man of that size.
Oh, that is especially scary. It's something that Braun Strowman does each week that improves something about him, whether it's, he becomes more powerful, he becomes more fast.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last man in this contest, he is T-Dragon.
And here is T-Dragon, a man who, has been picking up some pretty big wins thus far in Season 5 since his debut, and that's how it seems he's got into this matchup. Of course, it wasn't a Royal Rumble, he had a good showing. Didn't win it, but he did get 3 pretty big eliminations.
Yeah, as I said, it was definitely a night that T-Dragon announced his to the world that he's here in NSW. I've got to say that it was like more like a come out party in the ways of showing everyone what he can actually do.
Yes, exactly. I mean, yes, there is disappointment in not winning a Royal Rumble, but there's also positives to look at if you have a great shine in a Royal Rumble with either, great eliminations or a great survival rate.
Well, T-Dragon ready to go. 6 men, 1 winner. Who will it be? Let's find out.
Now, which of these 6 is going to Wrestlemania to face the beast incarnate Brock Lesnar for the Raw World Championship?
Here we go. Let's see who pairs off. Braun Strowman going after Matt Rhodes. Bisping going after Morgan Wolf. Oh my goodness, AJZ with a huge throw on T-Dragon early on.
Aaron, interestingly, that Bisping and Morgan Wolf are going after each other straight away in this matchup. Clearly, they are a bit angry at each other for last night's failure in trying to capture tag team gold.
Well, I have been told that Morgan Wolf was saying that it was all Oliver Bisping's fault last night that they didn't win the belts. Just say it didn't do too well in the freeway brand.
I assume it wouldn't, and yes, it looks like Morgan Wolf and the freeway brand definitely is just a one-night thing. I think he'll be joining anytime soon.
And look at this, Oliver Bisping up on top. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's 1 fall or submission to the finish. Drop kick, beautifully executed by Oliver Bisping.
Very impressive tap by Oliver Bisping. Braun Strowman on now. Braun's cut up to T-Dragon. Oh my Jesus!
Did you see that the AJ just somehow bounced off the cage and landed on his feet?
Yeah, I mean, that knocked him brocky. I thought that cage was going to come apart for a second. I was a bit worried for our position.
Oh my goodness, I hope that doesn't fall, because yeah, it's going to fall on us.
Yeah.
Can't wait till Raw next year. I hope they move with.
Hopefully they might put us somewhere in the entrance.
Might be interesting.
That would put us near the pyro though, wouldn't it?
Oh, that's a good point. Can I sit at the other end? As now everyone go outside. Everyone's just decided to leave Braun Strowman. No. Whoa, continue. We've got to take a quick commercial break.
Don't go anywhere.
Please don't. And ladies and gentlemen, remember NSW comes your way 5 times a week. Raw, as you're watching now, of course. SmackDown tomorrow night, of course, the blue brand. Main event, could it be Raw and NXT's time for a draft pick? Who knows? Cruiserweights on Thursday night, of course. 205 Live and NXT. There's going to be a lot of fallout from TakeOver. You do not want to miss it. Saturday night. We're back.
Back to the action here as Morgan's in danger, I think.
Oh, spear! spear!
Oh, what a spear by AJZ. Not go for the cover though. And now he wants to focus on Morgan Wolf.
And look at this, Braun Strowman, I think, is there waiting for Morgan to get up. But Matt Rhodes will stop him in his tracks. But no, Braun Strowman with a big shot. As Morgan Wolf is powerbombed by AJZ. Oh, back suplex by Oliver Bisping. Oh, and teleportation. Oh my god.
Oh my good lord.
Okay.
That just happened.
Oh, Impala DDT. Matt Rhodes could be going. Matt Rhodes could be going to WrestleMania. No.
Oh, but Morgan Wolf got there in time to stop that.
Morgan Wolf stopping Matt Rhodes going to WrestleMania. His WrestleMania dream. What in the world?
What is this?
Oh, face plants the groovy one.
And now it's Morgan Wolf and Bisping alone in that ring.
And oh, nice T-bone suplex by the Bisping. And Morgan Wolf in serious trouble. Braun Strowman back in, T-Dragon back in. AJZ come to join the action. And a small package! Bisping's got a small package!
Would it ever clarify that?
And a spine buster by Morgan Wolf and production pedigree!
Yes.
But Bisping's not pinning!
Well, why is he not? It's like he feels he's the others, but I think he should go for the pin. I think Morgan Wolf and Matt Rhodes are too focused on each other.
As Morgan...
Bisping, I think, just killed Morgan Wolf.
and Matt Rhodes, look at Matt Rhodes though! If he hits this could be all over.
Yeah, it very well could be.
Got him! Up! Impala DDT!
This is Matt Rhodes' moment, his opportunity to go to WrestleMania.
There's one! There's two! Oh! T-Dragon kicks out at two.
God.
Oh! Spear! Oh
what
my...
a spear.
And a big spine buster. Power slam, sorry, by AJZ. And now T-Dragon is in so much trouble as Braun Strowman is taken into the ring post by Oliver Bisping. Look at AJZ.
Oh, pass him up.
Oh, connects. 1, 2. Morgan missed, and that's it.
AJZ is going to WrestleMania to face Brock Lesnar.
Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, AJZ is your new #1 contender. And he is going to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
My God, what a matchup that's going to be.
That is a shocker, ladies and gentlemen. AJZ caps off what it could have been. Well, 24 hours earlier, he could have made it his night. Tonight he did. Raw is over. Tim, say goodbye to fans.
Goodbye, fans.
That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being a part of tonight's show. As of course, we will see you tomorrow night for SmackDown Live. Make sure you join us then. Of course, Davies and Tim Price. Goodbye. Bye-bye. I forgot to put the music on at the end.